Welcome to the Stronger with Age podcast, because aging is just the beginning. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating connection: the power of your diet for
Right.
brain health as you age. You shared some really interesting material on this,
Let's do it.
and our mission today is to unpack it all and highlight what truly matters for
Okay.
you. We have articles discussing large-scale studies and systematic reviews of clinical trials, all pointing towards the significant role nutrition plays
Wow.
in keeping your mind sharp and your mental well-being strong. We'll explore the impact of different dietary patterns,
Hmm.
specific foods, and even supplements.
Great.
Okay, so let's start with a big picture view.
Okay.
A recent large-scale study using data from the UK Biobank
Okay.
with over 180,000 participants,
Round.
average age 70.7,
Okay.
found a clear link between a balanced diet and better brain health.
Interesting.
This study, published in Nature Mental Health,
Yeah.
showed that older adults with varied diets
Huh?
had enhanced mental health, superior cognitive functions.
Like what? Memory,
Mm.
reaction time, problem solving,
Yeah.
and even increased gray matter volume,
Okay.
which is often linked to intelligence.
Wow, so eating a variety of foods can actually make you smarter.
That's what this study is suggesting.
That's amazing.
And this reinforces findings from another study
Mm.
in Nature Mental Health
Hmm.
that specifically looked at
Hmm.
4 dietary subtypes:
Okay.
search-free,
Yeah.
vegetarian, high protein, low fiber, and balanced.
Balanced. Okay.
The teachers used neuroimaging, behavioral, biochemical,
Right.
and genetic analyses.
Wow, they really went all out.
Yeah. And they found that the balanced diet group consistently showed the best cognitive function and mental health.
Interesting.
What's fascinating here is that the balanced group had the lowest measures for mental health issues
right.
and the highest scores for overall well-being.
Interesting.
In contrast, the other subtypes showed lower well-being
Yeah.
and higher mental health issues.
So the balanced diet really stood out.
Yeah. The study even noted neurological differences.
Okay, like what? Like reduced gray matter in specific brain regions for the high protein, low fiber group,
Okay.
and increased volumes in other areas for the vegetarian group compared to the balanced group.
Yep.
They also identified genetic and biomarker differences between these groups, highlighting a deep biological connection to diet.
Wow. So what we eat doesn't just affect our brains on a superficial level.
Right. It actually influences our biology at a deeper level.
Yeah. That's fascinating.
Now let's drill down into the science a bit.
Okay.
A comprehensive, systematic review of randomized controlled trials published between 2018 and 2021
Right.
examined the effects of various nutritional interventions on cognitive function in adults
Okay.
with or without existing cognitive impairment. This review looked at diet counseling, food-based interventions, and dietary supplements.
Okay. So they look at a lot of different approaches.
They did. And the review found that overall, most of the included studies, 44 out of 61, reported significant improvements in cognitive functions with nutritional interventions, regardless of the type of intervention, duration, or the participant's initial cognitive status.
That's great news.
It is. This suggests that making positive changes can have a real impact.
Yeah. It's encouraging to know that it's not too late to make a difference.
Right. Specifically, the Mediterranean diet,
Okay.
which emphasizes whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, was frequently mentioned as having a neuroprotective role
Oh, yeah.
in reducing cognitive decline in multiple studies.
So that's a good one to keep in mind.
Definitely. The MIND diet,
Yeah.
a combination of Mediterranean and DASH diets,
Right.
specifically designed for brain health,
Uh-huh.
and the DASH diet,
Okay.
which focuses on whole foods to reduce hypertension,
Yeah.
but also supports brain health,
Huh.
are highlighted as beneficial dietary patterns.
So lots of good options out there.
Yeah, it seems like focusing on whole foods is a good starting point.
Makes sense.
The systematic review also delved into specific foods and supplements.
Okay. Let's hear about those.
For example, some studies on the Mediterranean diet enriched with foods like lean pork or dairy showed improvements in processing speed in older, cognitively healthy adults.
Interesting.
Another study found that a Mediterranean diet enriched with high phenolic extra virgin olive oil
Olive oil.
had the greatest positive impact on cognitive function in older adults.
So it's not just any olive oil.
Right. It's the high phenolic kind.
Yeah.
When it comes to supplements, the findings are more varied.
Makes sense.
Some protein and amino acid supplements, like MetLice Pro peptide, whey peptide, and beta-alanine, showed cognitive benefits in certain trials.
Okay.
Interestingly, whey peptide's benefits seemed to reduce over time,
Oh, why is that?
possibly due to learning effects on the cognitive tests.
So people were getting better at the tests.
Yeah, not necessarily because the supplement stopped working.
That makes sense.
Vitamin D supplementation showed mixed results.
Okay.
While some studies found no significant cognitive benefits in healthy participants, one study did show improvement in individuals with mild cognitive impairment. This raises the question of whether vitamin D's effects are more apparent when some level of cognitive decline is already present.
That's a good question.
It is. Polyphenol-rich supplements from sources like blueberries, tart cherries, grapes, cocoa, and zeaxanthin generally showed a reduction in age-related memory and cognitive decline, likely due to their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties.
Those polyphenols are powerful.
They are, however, dosage and duration seem to play a role in their effectiveness.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Not at all. Omega-3 fatty acid supplementation, despite its known benefits for vascular health, had less consistent effects on cognitive function in the review trials. Some researchers suggest that multi-domain lifestyle interventions might be more effective than just omega-3s alone.
Like a more holistic approach.
Exactly. However, one study did show improved cerebral perfusion in areas affected by Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
In MCI patients taking omega-3s.
So there's still some potential there.
Yeah, definitely. The review also highlighted other supplements like fungi extracts, Hericium arenaceus, plant extracts, Eleutherococcus senticosus, and even magnesium.
Magnesium, interesting.
Which demonstrated improvements in various cognitive domains like memory, attention, processing speed, and executive functions.
Wow, that's a pretty wide range of benefits.
It is. It's important to note that the systematic review assessed the risk of bias in the included studies.
Okay.
Almost half were considered at low risk, but a significant portion had some concerns or a high risk of bias.
That's important to know.
It is, often due to small sample sizes or lack of information on randomization and blinding.
So more research is needed.
Absolutely. The underlying mechanisms for these dietary benefits are thought to involve reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, which are key factors in age-related cognitive decline.
Right.
The Mediterranean diet, for instance, can improve vascular health, regulate blood sugar, and provide beneficial antioxidants and flavonoids.
So it's really a multi-pronged approach.
It is. The gut-brain axis and the potential for synergistic effects of various nutrients are also being explored.
The gut-brain axis is fascinating.
It is. One key takeaway for you, considering your interest in gaining knowledge quickly and thoroughly without feeling overwhelmed, is that adopting a balanced dietary pattern, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats appears to be a strong foundation for maintaining brain health as you age.
So it's all about balance.
It really is. Incorporating specific brain-boosting foods and understanding the potential roles of certain supplements can further support your cognitive well-being.
That's great advice.
Nutrition truly is a powerful tool in supporting a healthy brain as you navigate the aging process. We've seen how large-scale studies and detailed reviews of clinical trials underscore the profound connection between what you eat and how well your brain functions and feels. The emphasis on balanced diets, the potential benefits of specific foods and supplements, and the ongoing research into the underlying mechanisms offer a wealth of information for you to consider.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn and apply.
Okay, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for upcoming episodes. Bye!